Okay, welcome back to our question of the day. Today's question is, do I need to use exfoliating soaps? Do I need to exfoliate? In short, you don't have to, but I highly recommend it, especially if you're on glutathione. If you're just using topicals to lighten your skin, then you may not have to exfoliate because depending on how strong the lotion or serums that you're using are, your skin might be too fragile, and so you're not going to want to really exfoliate too much. But if you're using glutathione, then there are two methods of exfoliation that I highly recommend, because basically glutathione lightens you from the inside out. We have multiple layers of skin, and so you have to get through all of those other layers that have not only hyperpigmentation but just have melanin in them, and this all depends on how much glutathione stores your body has basically been holding on to over the months or years that you've been on glutathione. So for every person it's going to be a little different, but to get to those lighter layers of skin you have to exfoliate. And so you can exfoliate chemically or you can exfoliate physically. So physically would be using like a Korean Italy cloth. You'd be using like a sugar scrub, a vitamin C scrub, something like that. You're physically scrubbing and you're kind of buffing the skin out. You would do this maybe once every other day. If you're using Korean Italy cloth, I would use like 3 times a week because that is a pretty serious exfoliator. But like for sugar scrubs or something like that, vitamin C scrubs, you could use it every day if you wanted to. I would not use it multiple times a day, but once a day. Now, if you start to see darkening, you can over exfoliate and give yourself hyperpigmentation. So this all depends on obviously how hard you're scrubbing and what you're using to scrub. So you're just going to have to watch your skin. I can't tell you what's going to do that because everyone's using different materials and everyone's using different products, but just be careful. You can make yourself darker by physically exfoliating too much. Moving on to chemical exfoliation, the most popular things that chemically exfoliate are kojic acid soaps, alpha-arbutin and salicylic acid soaps, glycolic acid, things like that. Basically, it gets down and it gets out those dead skin cells. And it's funny because like the older we get, I guess our skin isn't turning over those dead skin cells as quickly as it was before. So, your skin isn't as baby soft as it was maybe when you were younger. So you actually have to exfoliate a little bit more. So keep that in mind. Now there are some exfoliating soaps that have like AHA in it, and these can cause, again, irritation and hyperpigmentation. So depending on what brand you're using, you might only be able to use a chemical exfoliant 2 to 3 times a week. And of course, depending on just your skin in general, you might have sensitive skin, so maybe you can only use it once a week. So this is something where you're just going to have to use your noggin and really look at your skin, be in tune with your body, and know when to kind of let up and kind of make your own schedule, because what works for one person might actually mess your skin up. So just keep that in mind. But I highly recommend exfoliating. I love physical exfoliating and I love chemical exfoliating. Both do amazing things. Another good exfoliator, a chemical exfoliator, is tretinoin. And then the other one that you can get without a doctor's like prescription, adapalene. That one you can get in stores. There's a La Roche-Posay one that I have that I use, and then there's a different brand. Both are great.